Let's be real, fall allergies suck. If your child suffers from a relentless cycle of congestion, runny nose, and sneezing during the fall season, you're not alone and this video is for you. Fall brings falling leaves, cooler weather, and seasonal allergies. These annoying allergies affect countless children and families, leaving parents frustrated and searching for answers. You might have tried every medication, holistic protocol, and supplement out there, only to find temporary relief. But what if we told you that a crucial piece of the puzzle is often overlooked? This video is for parents whose children struggle with ongoing seasonal allergies, despite trying various natural remedies and protocols. If you're determined to find a lasting solution and uncover the deeper root cause of your child's suffering, this is for you. In this video, we'll dive deep into the world of seasonal allergies, exploring their true underlying causes and the often missed connection between something called nervous system dysregulation and the neuroimmune connection. Get ready to discover a whole new approach to managing seasonal allergies that goes beyond just treating symptoms. So I have my own allergy story to share that was a constant struggle in my life for over 25 years. I went from constant allergies year-round with ear infections and sinus infections throughout to freedom from my allergies. I grew up in a traditional medical household, so I would go to the pediatrician for any time I had a cold or was sick. So for allergy symptoms, they would prescribe me dissolvable children's Claritin. I could not swallow a pill, and Nasonex nasal spray. It would help temporarily, but I would still have breakthrough symptoms almost every day. Mainly nasal drainage, runny nose, and sneezing attacks multiple times a day. Throughout the year, I would get the ear infections and sinus infections that would make my symptoms worse, and then it would just eventually keep me in a cycle of symptoms and sickness, one worsening the other. That would also lead me back to the pediatrician for antibiotics or steroids to help with that infection, all while destroying my gut health probably. I would go back to the doctor when I got older and did the typical switch from Claritin to Alivert, Zyrtec, Xyzal, and then eventually went to an allergist and added prescription Singulair to the mix as well. Still having a little bit of change for a while, a little bit of help with the allergy symptoms, but then just not really working again. So when I started chiropractic school, I learned that symptoms were just the body's way of communicating that something is not functioning at its best. I learned that since the nervous system controls all body functions, having a nervous system free of interference would allow the body to heal itself. Like if you were to cut your finger, your body knows to send cells to clot the blood in that area, form a scab, and then heal. So I began care at the student clinic on campus. I was seen about 3 times a week for almost 3 months. And then I went down to 2 times a week for a few months as well. Eventually, I began care at a local chiropractic office in town where I was seen about twice a week for 6 months. And it was during this 6-month stretch that I wanted to see what would happen if I completely stopped all of my allergy medications and allowed the adjustments to stimulate my body to heal. You see, even though I was believing everything I was learning in school, I still wanted to test the concept myself to really see how it works. So I stopped taking the Xyzal and Singulair after over 25 years of taking allergy medications. And guess what happened? The first week obviously was a bit of transition, a little bit more of a runny nose, more sneezing and drainage. However, I noticed immediately how much more energized I felt when waking up in the morning. I would usually wake up every day groggy no matter how long I would sleep. I didn't really know until I looked it up that even the non-drowsy antihistamines can cause drowsiness. So it's one of first of many side effects listed. But after that first week, my allergy symptoms started to go away entirely. And an important point is that this was all while I was living in my grandma's basement, obviously full of dampness, some mold, dust, etc. So of course there are times when symptoms will start to flare up. Fall is usually my worst allergy season, but it honestly hasn't been bad the past several years since I've been getting adjusted weekly. And if I feel like my body needs an extra boost, I will get adjusted more often, usually 2 or 3 times that week. Found adjustments always help. So, going down more into the science, seasonal allergies occur when the immune system overreacts to allergens like pollen. Repeated exposure leads to further congestion and eventually the release of histamines, triggering symptoms like sneezing, itchy nose, and congestion. Keeping it even simpler, our bodies have a natural plumbing and drainage system, just like we do in our homes with plumbing, HVAC, and so forth. And so when these systems become jammed or clogged due to stress, tension, and inflammation, the body struggles to move allergens like dirt, dust, and pollen through the system and out of the body. For most children and allergy sufferers, the core problem is almost more mechanical than it is physiological or immunological. They are simply poor plumbers and can't drain their ears, sinuses, throats, lymphatics, and lungs well. So while traditional medicine focuses on managing symptoms and trying to cover them up with medications, the real root cause lies in immune system dysfunction and its connection to the nervous system. The central and autonomic nervous systems must develop properly for the immune system to function optimally. In many children, an overstressed and imbalanced nervous system, also known as subluxation, or nervous system dysregulation and dysautonomia, that is the true cause. So for many allergy sufferers, this is the true culprits behind seasonal allergy symptoms. Many children have been overstressed and stuck on what's called sympathetic dominance since birth, due to perhaps a stressful pregnancy for mom, birth interventions and trauma like forceps, vacuum extraction, induction, or C-section, and then early exposure to antibiotics, medications, and other toxins that can trigger inflammation and disrupt the balance of the gut, the microbiome, and the immune system. So when the sympathetic nervous system is stuck in overdrive, excessive stress hormones like cortisol are produced, weakening the immune system and allowing an excessive inflammatory response to allergens. 2 things that more doctors need to be upfront about and honest about with young parents are the proven connections between C-section delivery and the use of antibiotics in the first 2 years of life, and that increased risk of allergies and autoimmune conditions later on in life as a result. This is in no way meant to make you feel guilty or upset if you had to have a cesarean. We don't know what we don't know. And after we do know, we can make more informed decisions in the future that are best for ourselves and our baby. But of course, emergencies do happen. C-section deliveries not only result in less good bacteria making their way into the child's gut and microbiome, but also the physical twisting and pulling that are placed on the child's neck can significantly misalign and alter the function of the nerves and muscles that are important for the plumbing and draining functions we talked about before, specifically for the ears, sinuses, throat, and lymphatic system that runs along the neck and upper back. This can significantly alter the function of the vagus nerve, which is the number 1 most important nerve for facilitating drainage, decreasing inflammation, and modulating the immune response overall. Additionally, research has shown that the early use of antibiotics in infants and toddlers disrupts their microbiome and gut immune system, weakening it overall and leaving them more susceptible to allergies and autoimmune conditions later in life. So keeping it simple, the first thing that our adjustments seek to restore and support is the plumbing and drainage from the head, neck, and upper respiratory area. Most parents and patients report almost immediate improvement in drainage and breathing after just a few adjustments, if not the very first one. From there, continued adjustments seek to repair and restore balance to the nervous system, to the gut, and to the immune system. getting the core components of a good immune health back online over the course of a few months of care. For severe or chronic cases, once the nervous system is back online and functioning well, we can then begin to co-manage with functional and integrative medical specialists to help rebuild the gut and address any remaining dysfunction there. So if you've already tried the diet changes, detoxes, supplements, and natural health route, or even the traditional medical route, and you've just hit a stuck point, it could very well mean that once you address the deeper neurological dysfunction and subluxation, then those things will start to work wonderfully and help finally get the healing job done and fully complete. So if your child and entire family are tired of constantly battling seasonal allergies and you're ready to explore a natural, drug-free approach that targets the deeper root causes, neurologically focused chiropractic care might be the answer you've been searching for. So at Foundation of Stone Family Chiropractic, our team is dedicated to helping children overcome seasonal allergies and reclaim their quality of life. We know exactly how to get to the plumbing and drainage of the body back working well again. And then we will also go to work rebuilding and restoring the function of the neuroimmune system so that you get not only short-term relief, but long-term health and resilience as well. So take the first step towards a happier, healthier fall for your child by scheduling a consultation with us today. Click the link in our bio or visit our website to learn more about how neurologically focused chiropractic care can make a difference in your and your child's life. Don't let seasonal allergies hold your child back any longer. Join the countless families who have discovered the power of chiropractic and watch your child thrive.